Hi, this is Enrique. Welcome back to another video. Today I have a very interesting story for you. So I had a longtime good friend of mine call me yesterday in the afternoon out of the blue. I haven't spoken to him in a very long time. And he just called me and asked me if he could come to the office because he wanted to show me a couple items that he had acquired and he wanted to know my opinion on them and what I thought that they could possibly be worth. And I told him, sure, come on by. So half an hour later, he shows up at my office and he proceeded to tell me how the previous day he was actually on his way out of the valley where we currently live at here, out towards the Los Angeles area. So he decided to stop by a gas station close by here. It's called the Morongo Travel Center. It's a very nice place to be able to fill up on gas, get some drinks, some snacks, go to the restroom, and hit the road towards Los Angeles. So as he was putting gas on his car, a black SUV pulled up right next to him and said, "Hey, we are in need of gas. Can you help us?" And he just kind of ignored him. But then the guy proceeded to pull out a ring that he was wearing. He was wearing this ring, okay? So he pulled it out, he showed it to my friend. And he said, "Hey, I'll give you this ring if you help me with some gas." So he looked at him, and at that point it caught his attention. He said, "Okay." So they came up with a figure. When he finished putting his gas, he went to go help this gentleman put some gas in his SUV. He handed them the ring, and as he was talking to him, he said, "Hey, I have my family here. I have payments that I have to make. I need to get back to my destination." And so he proceeded to pull out this watch he was wearing as well. He was wearing this watch. He pulled this watch out and he handed it to my friend. And he said, "Look," he says, "I'll sell you this watch. I am in need of money." So my friend looked at it and he says, "How much do you want for the watch?" And the guy says, "Look, the watch is worth a lot more money. Give me $400 and it's yours." My friend didn't have that kind of cash on him. But the guy says, "Don't worry." He says, "I'll follow you to the nearest bank. I need the money." So at that point, he got him in a situation where he says, "Oh, wow, this is a real nice watch." He says, "Yeah, it's a real expensive watch." So they ended up going to the nearest bank in that area, and he withdrew that money and handed it to the gentleman. Gentleman handed him the watch and left. He left him with the watch and the ring. At that point, he didn't know what to think because everything happened so fast. I think the guy, he pretty much brainwashed him at the moment. I definitely would not have done that. So when he went ahead and showed me this here, I looked at it immediately. I looked at this watch immediately. Just by feeling it, I could feel that this was a replica. This is, it says Rolex. So he thought that he had run into a real watch. I said, "No, this is a replica. This is a cheap Chinese replica." So sure enough, I did my research online. And these watches, you could probably buy them online. Probably for about, what, $50 to $100, if that. You're not going to fool anyone that really knows about watches. And obviously, if that's fake, this itself is probably just junk. So he got bamboozled for the gas and for the money. So after doing a little bit of more research online, and I have heard of this before, these are called Gypsy scams. This is something that you have to be very, very aware of as well. This is another situation that many people can get fleeced at gas stations. This happens a lot. I know in Southern California it has happened. These gypsies, they're usually Romanian scammers. They usually drive around in real nice fancy vehicles with out-of-state plates, out-of-state license plates with their family, pretending to be their family. Maybe it's not even their family. Maybe it's just a pose, just to be able to get people to react and to be able to give them money. I think it's very important for you that we are entering the holidays to be very skeptical of anyone that comes and tries to have you fill up their tank for these types of things or tries to sell you fake jewelry. I know in the past I've been approached at gas stations many times. People trying to sell me things, people trying to sell me tools, people trying to sell me fake audio equipment. I had one instance several years ago where I was in Orange County and I got off my vehicle and this van approached me out of nowhere, and this gentleman with the van approached me out of nowhere and said, "Hey, do you want to buy some audio equipment?" And he proceeded to show me a bunch of brand new audio stereo equipment along with a real nice projector, and he wanted to get rid of it. He said it was extra stock that they had after installing it at a previous job site, and that they were no longer needing it, and they wanted to get rid of it for several $100s, and says, "No, this is worth several $1,000s." That's another scam. Don't fall for these types of scams. A lot of the times, any of this equipment or jewelry, it's all cheap Chinese fakes. If I would have bought that audio equipment and that projector, more than likely, it would have all been downscaled technology, real old technology, kind of like if you're buying a fake iPhone. So don't fall for these types of scams. Be very careful. Also, I saw online that there's different YouTube channels that they expose these types of scams from Romanian gypsies as well. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is happening in the entire United States. I know for a fact it is pretty prevalent in Southern California. Maybe that's because there's a lot of money to be made here. But they do have a lot of Romanian gypsies out on the side of the road asking for gas money, asking for funeral money, for funerals that are outside of the US, scamming people, taking money from average Americans to be able to funnel for their lifestyle. A lot of these gypsies, they drive real nice vehicles, they wear real nice jewelry, and they have nice clothing and shoes. So there's real no excuse for people to be handing money to these Romanian gypsies. So if you do run into one of these people on the streets, maybe on the side of the road after you're getting off on the freeway, do not give these people money. These are bad actors. These people are out here to take hardworking people's money. And my friend, he actually now is short this month because he handed this money to this scammer for this watch that he thought that maybe he can get more out of it. He told me afterwards that he wanted to see if maybe I would purchase it off of him. And I said, no, there's no need for me to have that watch. If I'm going to get a Rolex watch, I'm going to get a real Rolex watch. Plus, right now is not the time to be wearing a Rolex watch in public. There's too much crime out there, and there's a very good chance that you're going to catch someone's attention and you're going to get robbed. So again, this is just a stark reminder of the type of scams that are out there on the streets. And if you know of any other type of scams besides the ones I've mentioned, such as the gas station scam, where people are trying to have you fill up their gas tank, or the speakers, I'm pretty sure more than one of you out there has run into that issue, where someone's trying to sell you an overpriced projector and speakers and surround system. If any of you have seen other types of scams like this out on the streets, please let me know in the comments below. I would really appreciate it. There's still a lot of education out there that still need to be done for the general public so that they don't fall into these types of situations. I'd like to leave the video at that. Again, don't forget to please like and subscribe and turn on the bell notification icon so you're able to be notified as soon as my videos release. Also, I will continue to provide you great content that'll help motivate you and help you become a better person. Till next time, take care.